I'm here in a new construction house. I got to trim out all of these windows. So I'm going to show you an easy step-by-step DIY option for trimming out windows. So we're going to start here at the window stool and get it built first. In order to cut the window stool, and a window stool goes right on top of this window sill, we need to know what type of casing we're going to install around the window. And we're going to be using 2 1/4 colonial casing. Then we want a reveal about 1/8 inch from the edge of the jamb. And I like to try to get the exact reveal marked on the side of the jamb before I get my total length. So let me show you how I do that. Using a speed square, I'm going to lay it right up against the jamb. And I'm going to slide it down, and then I'm going to mark right here at this little notch. That's about 1/8. This notch is 1/4. So we want to go right here first. And that's going to be the reveal around the casing to the jamb. And we need to come over the width of the casing to get our mark for the length of the stool. An easy way to do that is lay the casing that we're going to be using up to that mark. So that's the reveal we want, and we're just going to mark right here. And that's going to be the one side of the window stool. I can now simply measure over to that mark off the jamb, and we got 2 3/8. And we're going to make that same measurement on the other side. And yes, you could simply take 2 1/4 and add 1/8, but I like to use the speed square just to give me a good reference to mark up above as well. And here we'll measure over 2 3/8. I'm now going to get a measurement from this mark to this mark and add 1/4 inch. So that way we have 1/8 inch to where the stool is going to go past the trim on each side, because I think that looks a little better than trying to make it flush. We got 39 1/4 inch, so we need to cut our window stool length 39 1/2 inch. For all trim work, I highly recommend a miter saw. They make quick, accurate cuts. I'm now going to make a mark at 39 1/2 inches onto the window stool. Since we pulled off this side, we want to make sure we cut on this side. We are now cut the length. I'm now going to mark the very center of this window sill. Right here's the very center. I now need to mark the very center of the window stool. So now we can line it up from mark to mark, and we're exactly the center of the window opening. With the window stool held right in the center of the window, we're going to mark right here where the jamb meets the sill. And we can hold back just a little bit to allow room to slide back in. So we want to make sure that's going to be a square cut here. Then we do the same on the other side. All right, we have both sides now marked. I must measure the width of the windowsill and jamb. Placing the tape into the windowsill, we got 2 3/4 inch. So now we need to mark that on the stool so we can notch it out so the stool goes back in here over the sill. Here's the mark we made at the right side of the window. I'm going to use my speed square, and then we're going to make a square line 2 3/4 inches, and then make a mark as well. I'm now going to make a square line to that mark. And this gets cut out, and we do the same markings on the other side. For this line, we can cut using the miter saw easily. We just set the trim up right. Then we cut on the right side here with the X. And repeat that for this side. To cut out this line, I'm going to use a coping saw, but you can use a jigsaw or even a circular saw to get through most of this, and then finish it up with a coping saw or jigsaw. Do the same on this side. In order to secure the window stool, I'm going to be using a 16 gauge straight finish nailer. And the nails I'm going to be using are 16 gauge 2 1/2 inch nails. And that's going to be plenty to hold this trim and stool on. So this is going to be installed very simply right in the window sill like so. We're just going to push down on one side and nail it, and then place nails on the other side to hold it down. Be sure to wear eye protection when using a nail gun. I usually do. I just happened to realize after recording this video I did not have mine on, but definitely wear eye protection when using any nailer. We want to make sure that we're tight against the wall. And if you really notice that this thing is sloped inwards really bad, you could always place shims to prop it up, but this one looks really good. I can now install the casing around the window. I'm going to take my speed square and make that same 1/8 inch reveal mark here at the bottom and then address the top. And you can definitely eyeball your 1/8 inch. I actually typically do, but for demonstration purposes, I wanted to show you using the speed square because it takes the guesswork out of it. Here at the top corners, again, just take the speed square and we can mark the exact reveal. And over here on this side, same thing. So we know that's the exact corner. So if we line our trim up to that mark, it's going to give us a same reveal around the window. Here on the left side, we do the same thing. I must install the casing on each side of the window first, and I'm going to get a measurement to the short point of our 45° that we must cut onto the trim. I have to take my tape measure and place it right on the window stool at the bottom corner, right up to that mark we made. I got 57 7/8 inch, and this measurement should be the same. And it is. So we got to cut both of them 57 7/8 to the short point. The cheapest way that I found to buy trim is from Lowe's with the Pro Packs. This has 12 pieces of 7-foot 2 1/4 trim. Great deal. I'll put a link to this in the description below. I highly recommend this trim for trimming out windows. In order to cut the trim, I'm going to place the thick square side right up against the fence of the miter saw. And we're going to turn the miter saw to a 45° angle and lock it into place. I'm going to take a measurement off the edge of the trim and pull up to the 57 7/8 and make a mark right on the short side of the trim. We're going to cut on the right side since we pulled from the left and cut our trim there. This is our left side. Now we've got to cut one for the right side following the same steps. We're going to turn the 45 this way now. We're here on the right side of the window, so we need to make sure that the short point is facing towards the inside of the window, and this piece will be installed on this side. We're going to place the trim to where it's sitting flat on the stool and line it up with our reveal mark that we made when we made all of our measurements. And for now, I'm just going to place one nail here towards this side that's going to go in the framing of the window. And now we keep that same reveal and place the nail about every 12 inches to keep that same reveal as we go up the window. As we go up the window, I'm going to slide it over for that reveal and tack it in that area that has the right reveal. And you can also make reference marks in the center if you really feel like you need that help. Again, I can eyeball it because I've been doing it long enough, but we're going to keep that reveal and go right up the window. And if you remember at the top, we have our reference mark. We'll slide it over to that reference mark. That looks good, and we'll tack a nail there. And we do that same process to the other side. To cut the top piece, this one's very easy. We just gotta get the measurement from edge to edge of the two pieces. We got 39 1/8. That's going to be to our long points of the 45s. I'm now going to place a 45 on the very bottom of this piece. And then we're going to measure off that point to get our 39 1/8. I will now turn the 45 this way and we will cut to that point. And if you're not sure, you could always cut it a little longer because it's easier to cut some off than add some on. That was a joke. You can't add any on. I'll now place the piece we cut on the very top. And that looks good. And then we nail it on similar to how we did the sides. Now that the outsides of the trim has a nail into the framing, I like to place a nail every so often to hold this edge of the trim to the jamb of the window. And I'll do that on the sides as well. If you are enjoying this type of content, you may enjoy my free PDF. I'll put a link to it in the description below. In order to make the apron below the stool, I'm going to get the measurement from this edge of the trim to this edge of the trim, which should be similar to up above, and it is 39 1/8. So we need to cut our apron's total length, 39 1/8. Here's the scrap piece of trim from the last cut, and this is what I'm going to use to make the apron. Now when we use this to make the apron, this is going to be the part that butts to the stool, and then this is the very, very bottom of the trim. So we're going to turn this to a 22.5, and there's a hard stop here, and it locks right there. And I'm first going to put that slope on this side of the trim first. And I'm going to measure off that point in order to get my total length. And now from the video I did when I built my house, if you want to check out that video as well, I'll put a link to it in the description below. But I actually 45'd this with a bevel and then glued it for a return in order to finish this edge. It just gives it a nicer look, but since this is a DIY easy option, we're going to go with this. Now the 22.5 this way. And that's all there is to making the apron. This is very easy to install, similar to the rest of the trim. We're just going to butt it right up under the window against the stool. And we're going to make sure that we are center be underneath. So we're going to line up from this edge of the trim to this edge of the trim. Pop a nail here into the framing. Make sure we're tight against the stool and then place a nail. And then over here, I want to show you how to fix a nail that doesn't sink all the way. These two nails did not sink all the way. All you have to do is take a punch to drive those in just below the surface. To finish up the window, we need to make sure we seal these cracks because that does keep any draft coming from around the trim. Very important. Make sure you use some type of paintable latex caulk of some kind. This one's siliconized acrylic latex caulk. Sounds fancy. So I'm going to just go right here in the corner, and I have my tip cut at a slight slope. We're just going to hit right around this window, and to touch up the nail holes, I like to use spackling a lot of times to fill those in, but just for demonstration purposes, I want to show you the caulk. It works okay too, but it will shrink some. All this trim was primed before installing it. What I like to do is actually paint the trim before installing it, then just take some touch up and one quick coat to finish it up. But because that was primed, it's actually going to take a couple coats now. But that looks really good, what we got for an easy DIY option. Now I want to show you a tip if you have multiple windows that need trimmed out that are a similar size or the same size. And it's going to speed up building a new house much quicker because of this. I'm out here in the sunroom. As you can see, I got 4 windows in a row that are the exact same size. And this could go for, let's say you had 4 different rooms, and in all the rooms you had windows of the same size. You just want to simply check all your measurements to make sure they're the same. And if they are the same, all you have to do is pre-cut all of your trim pieces at once. So that way you don't have to run back and forth multiple times for each window. You can literally pre-cut them all at once, then install them all much quicker. So let me get my measurements here, double check, and then I'll pre-cut all of them at once and I'll show you the final result. Yes, all these are the same size, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-cut them all over here in the garage. As I cut the pieces, I made sure to cut each window and stack them together in a pile. You can see here all 4 windows are placed in stacks, and then I placed the stacks up against each window one at a time, and then I installed all the trim around each window one at a time as well, and it made it quick and easy. Here are the windows after they are trimmed out. You can see it turned out really nice and took about a quarter of the time compared to doing one window at a time. That was an easy DIY option, but if you'd like to see a little more complicated option but looks a little better, check out this video. It'll help you out.